Uh, we're A.W. Beattie Career Center. We did the plot at 100 Hedrick Road, Holly Springs, North Carolina. Our team members are Mark Sotzman, Shane O'Neill, Braden Sharon, Ryan Geating, and our advisor was John Brown.
We have our labor costs. We did every worker, how many hours they worked, how many workers we had, and the total cost of every worker. The total labor cost was $176,825. Permits and inspections were $9,988. The lot price was $130,000. The plan review was $200, and the dumpster and restrooms cost was $15,149.
So here is our building schedule with Fast Track. And based on our estimation of how many workers and how long those workers should take, we came to the conclusion that the total duration of the project is going to be 167 days. And here is a little example of our Fast Track.
We adjusted to knowledge of codes because of the state difference. We had to find prices of certain products and materials for North Carolina. We had to determine how many workers it would take to do each task. And we had to deal with COVID-19 and its effect on the project, having to get a hard drive and download Fast Track from our home computers. We enjoyed working on this project together. It was a great experience, and we'd like to thank you for giving us this opportunity to do this project, and we are ready to begin the questioning process.
Okay, thank you. I'm Kerry Slattery. I've been working with NAHB on the student competitions for 6 years now. So I've got a couple questions here, and these will be recorded, so the judges will see your answers to these. So first of all, you guys mentioned this in your last slide, but just wanted to talk a little more about what COVID-19 restrictions your school has been under throughout the project, and how did you organize your team? How did you have to do your team work differently in order to manage these additional challenges from COVID-19?
I'll take this one. So our school got shut down about like 10 days after we started working on the project, which was already slowed down because of COVID, because we can't all be together at the same time. So selecting members for this competition was hard in that aspect. So after we got shut down, the only way we could communicate with each other is through team meetings. But because we have work for the school to do in the mornings and then all homeschool classwork in the afternoon, it was really just difficult to find times to meet up and divvy up the work. So we ended up working a lot independently on like just programs like PowerPoint and Excel, which have problems within themselves, which is what happened to a lot of our prices. Is the documents got corrupted or they didn't save, and they weren't able to be uploaded.
Okay. Second question is, some construction material prices have been very volatile since last spring. Just want to know what price fluctuations you observed, which prices were just kind of out of the ordinary from historical prices, and how did those affect your estimate for the project?
Okay. So the prices compared to about last year will at least doubled, if not more. Most things like just structural labor or lumber and the OSB and stuff like that. All the stuff to do the framing of the house was all wildly more expensive than it would be under normal circumstances. So,
do you have any idea how much that increased the total price of the house, just with the lumber prices being that high?
I have to assume it would boost it at least another couple thousand, but my documents, they or corrupted, and I don't remember off the top of my head.
Okay, yeah, it's fine, yeah. The other question is, I found I taught construction management, taught a lot of different classes over the years, and one of the greatest challenges to estimating and scheduling is determining worker productivity. So you guys had a long list of your labor hours and all that. So how did you determine your production rates for the primary construction activities like framing and roofing and those things?
So when I made the schedule, I thought in my head, because I've worked a bit in the construction field and I've seen if the people or the workers actually are, fully productive, they work a good amount every day, they should be able to get the work done in the set amount of time. I figured even if it was just the normal laborer, that I took it as they would be as productive as they could be.
How did you come up with a number for that? Like, how many, how did
So-
you determine how long it would take to frame the house, for example?
So I looked at the house and I looked at the everything that had to be framed. I looked at the height and the width and the length, and I took the number of workers I had working on it, and I said, well, I know that usually when I've worked on a job site, so I saw it take, maybe a few weeks to get one of the houses framed, but it was a big house, and I know this one is a big house. So I worked off of, just a little estimate in my head that this is probably how long it would take to put all this up and make sure it was all correct.
Okay, great. Thank you. That's all my questions.
All right.
So we're done. If somebody stop recording or just
No.
no, not you guys. It's NAHB.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, good job, guys. We'll have the debriefing will be on the 8th, and we'll announce who everybody placed in the competition. So